How do you build trust among men to have an open dialogue that way?
Events. Where do you go? Where do you go on the range? Or where do you just have a bar that you guys hang out? You know, go in and grab something to eat. Go in and
But I
play.
don't think they'll
Go and
be.
play
I don't
a
think.
basketball game.
But I
You,
don't think they'll be talking about stuff like that at
yeah,
those type of things.
but that's how it starts, though.
That's
You
how
got
it
to,
starts.
yeah,
Okay.
that's how it starts. You got to hang out together first. You know what I mean? You got to hang out together first. Find common ground. Oh yeah, you do that. I also like that. Okay, we hang out that way, and then organically, it's gonna take effect. But the
Hmm.
first thing you got to meet, gather, hang out. And you got to meet, gather, hang out in social places before anything else. That's the foundation of it.
You know what I think? And you might shoot it down. I think honestly, creating double dates, game nights,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. You know, uh,
yeah.
bowling. I don't know. Just hang out as a couple and stuff like that,
Exactly. Yeah,
because you could get a lot more information about how people react with each other and stuff like that, man.
yeah.
You know, because I
Heck,
ain't
you
gonna
can
lie.
look.
I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to say I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I hung out with some other people as a couple and stuff like that, and I be like, I look at somebody's wife and be like, I don't know how he deal with her. Like, and it could be vice versa. I don't know how my wife deal with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because like certain things, like man, I just why she's doing that? I don't make any sense. That's petty. But then again, some things could be petty for one, could be a huge deal for somebody else.
For
So
somebody else, yeah.
yeah, so but you know, I guess trying to have conversations like that, like why does that bother you so much? And like I say, and most times what bother people is based on what happened to them in the past and stuff. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, when things happen to us in the past, we just can't let go.
Yeah. It. I mean, it either knocks you down, you stay down, or you get back up, and it never happens again.
Or you swear it off as if first sign of it, this is gonna happen. It's like you can't. Well, I ain't gonna say you can't live like that. You can live however you want, but still, it just
Once that wall is up, the first stage of that event playing out again, you're gone.
and that's why I think people need counseling. But the problem with counseling is this: it don't work if you don't open yourself up. Let me say that again. It would not work if you do not open yourself up. You have to open
Well,
yourself up,
that's
and
that's the counselor's job. That's their responsibility.
yeah, but the counsel don't know what they don't know. You know, you have all the information. You just got to give it up. If the counselor asks you questions and you're not being honest about that, then you're not helping yourself.
It's the counselor's job to identify your position versus your underlying interests. That is their job.
Hmm.
They're trained for that. They're trained to have a general idea when someone is holding back or when someone is lying.
Mm.
I ain't gonna say in a perfect situation, right? But they'll telltale of situations where are determining factor when someone is lying, and they're trained on that.
Shit. They got some people who be lying to the damn counselor, well, and the counselor be like, "Yeah, you're right." I'm like, "Nah, you ain't telling the full story. You ain't
Yeah,
telling the full story.
exactly. Yeah,
You want to tell your part of the story where you feel like to make
yeah.
yourself seem like you're the victim. If people go in there and tell a story and they're the victim all the damn time,
The
then the,
counselor's gonna pick up on that. It's like,
you think
okay,
so? Well, I guess you said
yeah,
I don't know. I got to be
yeah.
a fly on the wall to listen
Because
to how this
I'll tell you
conversation
what,
goes.
what I do on the side in addition to my job, right? And from
Hmm.
what I've learned from that, yeah, you pick up on certain things because, especially if there's a conflict. If there is a conflict, 99% of the time it's a two-way thing.
Now, wait,
It sits on both sides of the aisle.
but
Very 1% of the time, it's one person's fault.
now here's the thing. I get that, but that based off of two people, like say husband going to counseling for one session, wife going to counseling another session. You hear this now, you hear both stories. But if it's just one person just going to work on himself, you only hear one story, one narrative, and that's it.
And this is why most of the time, if you're in counseling and you are referring to a person that is the vein of all things bad about you, the counselor will say, should we bring this person in? Because you cannot resolve that conflict without the person that you keep referring to. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
counselor will say, we need to bring this person in order to resolve this. It's 99% of the time it sits on both sides of the aisle.
mm, mm.
Except, and I'm that 1%. I never do anything wrong.
That's a lie.
It's all her fault, dog. I'm innocent.
If you say so. I like me saying, well, this is true. I went to the counselor and say, why are you here? After like 3 sessions, like, why are you here? We agreeable. Why are you here? Well, can I get a refund?
Oh man.
So I get you, man. Any last words?
Nah, man, just leadership. This is something else probably gonna go in like a part 2 of this. But kind of think about what happens when there is no leadership. I know within our community we have that right now.
Oh, we know we're having
Right?
a relationship is what we got going on right now.
Yeah, I know we're gonna do another video on that, but right now we're talking about what's leadership and what it looks like. But on the other side of that coin, what the lack of leadership also looks like.
If you can name one person right now you think is a good male leadership, can you name one right now? Celebrity or not celebrity?
Celebrity or non-celebrity?
Yeah. When I mean celebrity, I mean as in like in the public eye at this
Yeah,
current
yeah,
time.
yeah. Oh boy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that because I'm not with that guy. I'm not saying I have to be with this guy every day, but I don't have one-on-ones with this person, anything
Yeah.
like that. I only see this person for what they want us to see. No different than us being on this podcast. We showing y'all what we want y'all to see and stuff like that. But honestly, would I have cameras around me every day to show you how I work and how I move and stuff like that? Hell nah. Because I'm not perfect. But at the same time, I ain't gonna say I'm striving to be perfect. I'm just striving to be the best I can be.
Yeah.
And
No, absolutely.
that's not 100% perfect. That's whatever I can get to be almost 99.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Because I know there's things the way I move, some people may agree, may not agree, and stuff like that. And but as long as I'm a great leader to my wife and my kids, in my perspective, and like I say, that thing might change every once in a while, because I do talk with you and other people, just they see how I'm going about moving or ideas or whatever the case may be. So all that stuff to change and stuff like that. But I also got to see self-reflection first to see how I'm moving before I move forward and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So, but that's my take. But leave your like and subscribe, leave your comments, and we'll talk to y'all next time.